All right, welcome back, punks. This been the Punkery Show live on CRNG/radio. Do that, tell your friends and all that. And also the stage thing that I can never get the name of in the NG Discord. Your hosts are Rashawn and Hendrik Makic in chat. I remember this meme. Wants to hear me freestyle, ain't gonna happen. Not gonna happen. It was not gonna happen in 2020. Not gonna happen in 2022. So that is what it be. But this is the Punkery Show. So Hendrik is back after after a week of stuff he had to do. Now, the thing about Hendrik is you're on Discord last night, and I wasn't really listening to anything that was going on.
Nice.
But I told you what I was going to ask you, and then you answered and said something about, come on, man, you cannot ask me personal shit. But I don't, but here's the thing. So do you know, have you ever gotten PMs from CNR Discord members and they say, can I ask?
Yeah, can I ask?
Yeah?
Please.
Okay,
or like, sir. Hello,
I hate that. I hate when they say sir. They say sir, it's nasty, man.
It's a nice title for that, man.
No. Unless you're from England or some shit where sir comes right before saying your name, then I don't like the word sir.
Correct.
But I'm gonna ask you, can I ask?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Oh, also, by the way, if the music is too loud in the background for those guys listening in game, just tell me. But, how was jail after you punched that guy out, bro?
It was fine. It's like a hotel, man, in Finland. The services are really nice, even for the baddies.
So you get a personal sauna, right?
And you can,
in jail.
Electricity is really expensive these days, so you don't have to pay for it yourself.
Well, at least, probably not in jail because you're not going to get internet in jail, but at least that's kind of offset by the internet costs that are very low. You said something about you pay very low amounts for a gigabit
internet connection. Yeah.
Yes. If there's one thing I'm envious about is that your ops pay a lot less for internet.
Yeah, it was like a vacation, more like.
Oh yes. So your 4 days in jail were a vacation. But how did it feel after your fist connected with that guy's jaw?
It feels strong, man.
Strong, good.
Something you didn't expect. But
no, definitely
it is what it is. It is sometimes have to take the actions that are needed when anything else doesn't work. You try to be polite first. You try to do the right thing, but then when nothing else is working, you have to take the justice in your own hands.
That is a good thing. I know that when some people get mad, they punch the wall. And they break a knuckle, but that's stupid.
Then you have to repair the wall, man.
Exactly, you gotta repair the wall, you gotta repair your knuckle, but at least if you break your knuckle upon someone's jaw, at least it feels a bit good.
Yeah.
It's a good trade-off right there, so GG.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you're out of jail.
Me too, man. I don't think you could go through 2 weekends in a row without me. Or alone. Someone here last week? I don't even know.
Not really. Lucas played a Reeee with me, but other than that, no. I mean, I don't really function that well without a co-host. Last week there was a lot of stupidity going on. I was doing a live demonstration of the FPS thing that you were just talking about, and there was a lot of stupidity in the background, and my head kind of ran away a little bit. So I don't know if anyone noticed, but I accidentally in the stream typed an admin command. Yes, I did. So this messed up cocksucker was trying to move me with a dozer and a forklift. So my head kind of got out of wire, and I tried to kill him, but I couldn't, so I'd use him again.
That's
I'm surprised no one. Yeah, it's a big show. I'm surprised either nobody caught that or they kept quiet. Because I got a PM from somebody who who caught it. So yeah, that's what it'd be. But again, I don't function very well without a co-host, no matter whatever it is. So that's really what it'd be.
Wasn't there at least one time?
Yes. I don't remember how many. Lucas was on here. A couple of times, I believe. Oh, and the Killer was here. Actually, that was before.
Yeah, I'm
2022. Yeah. No, that's fine. It went fine. So
just waiting for the Lucas event he was talking about.
Yeah, so we're gonna wait till December, obviously. Anyway, when it comes to September, no, I think we're gonna see it much later. Well, it is September.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're gonna see it. Anyway, not a lot to go on the show today, but we do have a new segment, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it is called "Is That Goddamn?" So, Hendrik, obviously, with this segment, right? Yes. Hopefully, you can carry it on. But
it's my field, kind of.
It is your field, yes. You get it. You get accused of it very often, yeah.
At least I used to, yeah. So I know, I know the topic really well.
Yes, you do. Now I saw there was a situation that happened in a different chat, and Movie Maker got that ass destroyed by what was his name? Amex.
Really?
Amex, yes. Really? Now what we're gonna do here, guys? I'm gonna try to find the video. I'm gonna post it in the Punkery chat. We're gonna take a break for about a minute and a half, get your thoughts going. After, I will give my thoughts and nuances to the situation. And then I'll also ask if Cocksucker has any thoughts that can come up. And first of all, declare whether or not it was Cop DM. And then have other thoughts about it. Let me try to find this damn video right here.
Sounds interesting.
Yes, I cannot look on Ratchoff.
Are we going to review clips of me? Hopefully not.
If you have clips of you, that would be perfect.
We're not today, but I'll keep that in my mind.
Yes, make sure you get the clips going. And yeah, so here it is. Yeah, we can review them as time goes on. So here is the clip. It is in the Punkery stage chats.
Okay.
We're going to take a break for about a minute and a half. Then we'll come back. I'll share my thoughts. And then I'll ask for your thoughts. Huh?
I can see an admin in the clip.
Admin clip from you?
Admin in the clip.
Oh.
You post.
Oh, yes. So, guys, watch that sheet. Put your thoughts in the thread. And if you want to come up and give your thoughts as well, after I give my thoughts, then give your thoughts. So we'll be right back. This is the Punkery Show. And welcome back, punks. Back to the Punkery Show, obviously. So, again, we have this clip here. Movie Maker got that ass destroyed. There were 2 cops in the background. Or 3 cops, I guess. There was Me who was typing. Obviously, telling Amex to stop shooting. As Stay High said, why the fact keeps shooting, exactly. There's JFTW trying to beeline to Movie Maker, obviously. And Amex got the kill on. Let's see, I haven't seen this clip in like 4 days, so let me just take a look very quickly at it. Maker goes to the, what car is that? No idea what it is. Doesn't matter anyway. So I suppose that he is automatically hot rodding the car, right? Then you can see a slight reverse, then a slight acceleration, right? But once Amex seizes in the car, he takes his car out, his gun out, and aims for his head. So you can't aim for the walls, obviously. Actually, Hendry, I'll ask you first. What do you think? Is this Comp DM or not Comp DM?
Well, it's a good clip. We don't see what really happened before. He's getting in the car. He's pointing he's showing the middle finger. That's really, aggressive.
Indicative, yeah. Or aggressive, sure.
It's cop DM, I would tell, because from what I can tell, I can't see any weapons. And
No weapons, yeah.
Yeah, there should be enough of time to see that he is not trying to play. Otherwise, why wouldn't the both cops be shooting?
Very true. Very true. This is a very arrestable situation, obviously, and I would agree with you that this is cop DM. Now, I think I remember there was a situation before, and the question was, there was a question of who cares who did it, but sometimes when you see who did it, you can imply intent. And when I see that this is Amex, I think, yeah, this was intentional, obviously. So this is intentional copy. Not a mistake whatsoever. Not something that I suppose be taken lightly and all that. He had enough time to realize, as the move maker just got into the car, that JFTW was going to be able to get in the car before he would be able to get out. Plus, I mean, this is a very fast situation, so him possibly not seeing the middle finger, which may have been an indication of he's not going anywhere. I don't really think he saw that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
yeah,
you can see how the cop's health and body armor is full, so I don't think
they were in danger.
They were being shot before, and also, I don't know, I'm a noob, but I don't know if Movie Maker had the red star. I guess it would be shown.
No, he
for
didn't.
him also on the screen.
Figure.
I don't know where it would be shown, but I guess it would be shown somewhere. Yeah.
It would say resisting arrest at the bottom. Yeah, he did not have the star.
So it's like a little bit too much.
Yeah.
It's cop DM.
Hold on, Smile in the server just said, not cop DM. That's what happened when you want to troll and do the middle finger. XD. But, while...
Until the middle finger is same as pointing the gun at the cop, it's not cop DM. Maybe someday, even pulling the finger.
If the rule changes, yeah?
Yeah.
Middle finger means dead?
Yeah, middle finger gives you a red star.
Yeah, I mean, imagine that during the 2 days it was gone, huh? The middle finger, this would be. But, I think there's a different dynamic to this. Lucas will get to you in a little bit. But I think there's a different dynamic to this, because you see, how can I say it? So there's this short that I watched, Hendrik,
really?
And I wish that I had listened to it or seen it so I can link it before the show here. And don't get turned off when I say the name, but it was Ben Shapiro speaking. I don't know if you know who that is.
No idea.
No idea. Good. Okay, perfect. But he was speaking, and two things can be right at the same time. Where, for example, I don't want to have this example because it's kind of Abdel Rahmani. I don't want to sound like him here. But if somebody gets into a bad situation, right, and there is a crime that is done on them, obviously, it is the culprit who did the crime should be put in jail, or the word he used was castrated, so you can figure out what the nature of the situation he was talking about. I suppose it was sexual assault or some shit. But you've also got to look at, did the victim put themselves in a situation where this crime possibly could not have happened? A victim, yes. I'm the biggest victim blamer on the server. You know what? I'll just say the example. Okay, so, which I think is not going to really be good for this explanation, but something about a woman getting sexually assaulted. Right? Obviously, the sexual assaulter should get that ass in jail, dependent on what they did. Obviously, he said the word castrated. Obviously, so yeah, blah blah. But you've also got to look at the victim, right? How did they dress? Where were they? What time it was? And did they put themselves in a good position, or in a position where this would not happen?
Should hit a different.
Yeah, be very careful with this. Obviously, the other example he had, which was a bit tamer, is if you go to a bad neighborhood and flash your watch, flash your cash, flash your bling, right? And you get assaulted. Obviously, the guy who assaulted you should not have done that. You go to fucking jail. But why would you go into a bad neighborhood with all this bling, all this cash? What do you expect? That's what I'm talking about. So, in this situation, I think I've disconnected everything here, but in this situation, I don't think Movie Maker put himself in a good position where if he wanted to live, and I don't know whether or not he wanted to live or not, but if he wanted to live, he could have done things a lot different, obviously. Obviously, here he has 47 health, which, as Mutate Me had said in chat, this implies that Amex was already shooting as he was fleeing. Now, at this point, if I were in his shoes, I don't suppose I would expect to die, but I wouldn't be surprised if I were to die. So, I think, even though this is obviously Kaptian, right? Well, this is Kaptian. He did not put himself into a good situation when it comes to deciding whether or not to live, because he could have surrendered at any point, and he could have stayed alive. But the more that you risk running away, the higher the chance that you have to get that ass killed. Now, all I know is that if I'm sure that Amex in this position, I don't know if he was thinking or not, but if he had gotten in that car, hot-wired it quickly, and went off westbound, if I was one of the cops there, I'm aiming for his head, star or not. Okay? If he's already driving down the street, I'm aiming for that head. Now, yeah, so that's what two things can be right at the same time, right? This is Cop DM, but as far as trying to stay alive, he did not put himself into a position, and he could have controlled that position or situation a bit better. So that's what I've been thinking about that. I hate to have turned off some people by the the sexual assault example. Hopefully, I can find the short and post it. So
I've been watching a lot of police body cam videos from US. There's like a couple channels on YouTube which are posting new videos almost every day. And I know this field. I know how like the cops in this game are really like the same. Like I just saw a video where two cops pull over a gang member, like to say, and he's holding a lighter that looks like a gun or something from the distance. It's daylight, but still, and then they just fire around at them. So
shoot the cripple.
Yeah, it's really similar in this game actually. But like when I watch those videos, I kind of do what we do here right now. In my head, I'm like saying, was it good thing to shoot, or was it unnecessary to shoot?
Yeah, I mean, things happen very quickly, so
they do.
That's how it be. obviously, I think you'd give more of a benefit of the doubt to somebody who is more level-headed than Amex would be.
But
yeah,
and also, like, if you are looking for, if you want to be surrendering, and you know how cops in this game can be, when a lot of them can be new people and they don't really even know what's going on. They might be shooting you when they shouldn't. Surrendering is always then better option. And then I was thinking, just the idea in my head right now, that would be nice if you could be able to surrender inside a car. So you would like put your hands out of the window, it would turn the vehicle, engine off. Because I can think of situations when you want to surrender, but cops are shooting at you. You
have no chance. Yeah,
you're trying to slow down, but it takes a little bit of time to slow down and stop the vehicle and get out and surrender, because getting out might look like you're trying to, run away. So I don't know. It would be nice to be able to surrender inside a car. Not sure if it's possible to make, but it's just the idea in my head.
Can probably add that to a Reeee.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me. Yeah, that's what it reminded me. Messed Up Smiley put the short that I was talking about in chat. I had found it, but he found it first. So listen to that, because I don't want to make myself sound like the time during the Safe Work channel debacle where, as I said, some guy said something about okay, that's not okay. I'm not gonna go there. But yeah, I don't want to misquote, obviously. But I am still a huge victim blamer. Yes, apparently, yeah, I am.
57 seconds long, a short video. That's too long, man.
Well, what a meme.
The shorts I do must be much less.
2022, ladies and gentlemen. 2022. Yeah. All right, so Lucas had an opinion about the situation. Let's get his ass up here.
All right.
Ben Shapiro's a cuck. Yeah.
Testing. Is this thing working properly?
Testing, yes.
Yes.
You are working, yeah.
All right, so my opinion on this subject is, fuck. Both of them are equally, you know what I'm trying to say, but both of them are equally at fault. The movie maker could have done surrendering, or could have done the surrender command while he was running away, noticing there were two cops after him, right? However, Amex is also at fault for shooting at him when JFTW was literally about to enter his vehicle. So honestly, Amex is at the bigger fault, because why are you shooting when you see another cop that's about to enter the vehicle?
Exactly. Yeah, I think you're right about that. I think it's not just we're gonna put blame on one person here. Obviously, Amex broke the rule, but when it comes to wanting to live and all that, the maker did not do his due diligence. Assuming he cared about living. Probably didn't. Who knows? I don't really know. But I think that's indicative of a lot of situations where cop DM is in question. Yeah, that's what it'd be. But ladies and gentlemen, keep the Is This Cop DM segment alive. If you're ever playing and you get destroyed by a cop, make sure you record that shit, submit it, and we can evaluate if this is Cop DM. Because things are not simple on the server, right? I mean, a lot of things need a nuance for it, right? Like all that, so make sure you put your recording software on, as I've said before, and do that. Hopefully Hendrik has some content for next week of him, quote-unquote, accidentally killing some warrants. Oh,
yeah,
shit.
in game. Today, we have to be clear, man.
Yes. In-game. Yes.
Yeah.
Shadow play with Orkin 5M. Listen, all right, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I use OBS Studio. I remember when I had a NVIDIA card and used Shadow Play, it was very unreliable. I do use AMD Adrenal, which is pretty good, but I use that and OBS at the same time. So make sure you get that shit on. I don't want to hear shit in 2022 about, oh, you're lucky I didn't catch this on record, or some shit like that, because it's 2022, guys. Come on. What the fuck are you doing? Put your recording software on, have it in the background, and play your fucking game so you can automatically do that, keybind, and save your damn replay.
Maybe I'm just gonna downgrade and use my phone.
No, word.
I'm gonna put it on a tripod and put it on the table, and
that's a problem. That's what Let's Players used to do in like 2015. I know DSP used to aim his camera at the screen to record his gameplay. 2022, ladies and gentlemen, that's what it is. Anyway, so that was that cop DM?
One more thing. Or I'm gonna use fraps and make it like a screenshot every 3 seconds, and then I combine the screenshots together, and it's a 3 FPS video. Wait, no, it's just 4.
I can't do the math in my head right now. That's a something FPS video, but that's something we don't need.
Yeah, I said wrong.
It reminds me of the guy who got Donkey Day last night. He had a video that was like 1K bit rates or 144p in 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, stop that. Anyway, I meant to start the show with this, I completely forgot, but there is, soon after the show will end, there will be a new, where's the cop DM clip? It is in the thread, Punkery thread. So click on that, Zolo, right above you in the general chat. But there's going to be a new community roundtable coming up soon after the show. It is going to be about player skills. So obviously, as we know, we're going to get to Agree Reeee in a little bit. How the driver's skill is dead. Hopefully, they'll talk about that. There is thought as well of Fisher, or they're kind of being like a hunter skill, but being combined with Fisher and all of that. So, the announcement right there is put up. So take a look, ladies and gentlemen. There's an announcement in the NG Discord right now. Community Roundtable. Update to the Trello. Player skills. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Alright, let's see. Okay, so we believe we should also use this session to discuss some of the least developed and least used player skills, such as Disappearer, Driver, Fisher, and Prostitute. Well, Hendrik, I guess the sex animations didn't make Prostitute more active, huh?
Why, man?
Why?
That's people my business.
Lol.
Also, add the traffic, man.
Yes. When is traffic going to be part of the community roundtable, ladies and gentlemen? That's what we need. Traffic. I remember I made or recorded the video with Colin, the exchange log video. We were outside the bank and there was so much traffic and felt so fucking good, so fucking natural. But then when that went away, it was gone. Fog Davis says combine all 3 skills. What is this? Driver, Fisher, and Prostitute? Is that what you say? Not too sure that works. At least not those 3. But, yeah. So, what is this? Obviously, the form submissions channel has been updated for these questions. And when can you speak in the roundtable discussion? I know Rashoff cannot speak in this channel. Does Rashoff even have a role, bro? I don't even know. Rashoff does have a role. But here, what are the questions anyway? Oh, okay, it's been enabled. Nice. Okay, so you can put your thoughts in the roundtable discussion, so people like Rashoff can now put their thoughts in the roundtable discussion. Let's see. Question number 1. We want to move the paramedic skill towards a more neutral role instead of how law enforcement, including the removal of the arrest powers. To replace this, what features would you like to see brought to the paramedic skill? Well, I think we talked about this some time ago, but I had the shoot it out there idea that paramedics can only arrest if there's a cop in the vicinity. That was my idea. I don't know if it's a good or bad idea, but that was just what I thought there. Second question. The Fisher skill has very limited scope for improvement/changes. We are considering merging two activities, similar activities, hunting and fishing into a single skill, in turn creating the survivalist skill. What do you think about this? I like that idea. I like to hunt and fish, even though the visual mods that I have, and I recently switched from NVE to Visual V, and using NVE at night while hunting is impossible because everything blends in, you can't see shit. But I like this idea, Hendrik. Survivalist skill, what do you think about that?
Sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, great idea. Okay.
But it's always I don't know about that stuff because
because you're always cop DMing?
Yeah. No. Nice bait, man. Nice bait.
Owned. Look classic.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a survivalist skill on the horizon. Take a look at that. Answer that question. Question number 3. Disappearer, driver, and prostitute skills are very basic. What ideas do you have to improve them? Well, I guess we'll get to the driver one in a bit. Disappearer, obviously, the thing about it is I've never actually seen the removing wanted level or inquiring to remove wanted level thing being used. I'm sure it does happen. I just don't see it. Obviously, I guess the icon is gone on the map. But the thing about it is, I suppose whenever people become warrants, they usually are in a car already, so they take care of trying to lose warrant themselves. So yeah, it's kind of like driver in the sense that it's very easy to get a car, so why have somebody drive me around, I guess. Although the superior skill or one level removal thing is isn't it limited to like vans like a burrito or some shit, right? So that's what it'd be. Question number 4, please write, or not the question, please write below any other thoughts that you may have about player skills that were not mentioned above. And question 5, what topic would you like to see in the next Community Roundtable session? I think traffic, obviously, as Hendrik just said. I think I said something before that I forgot. But that's what it'd be. So get on that. It is in the form submissions channel under the sports channel. And do that. Right? Yeah, it is. Okay. That's what it'd be. Let's see. Let's get Zolo in here. Actually, he wanted to say something. I need to ask a question that was PM'd.
What's good?
But we'll get to Zolo right now. What's going on, bro?
So getting on to the disappear. There's currently a bug with that. So if you try to do the tracking onto a person with a warrant and then use a skill, you won't know where the hell you're going for the drop off. It just bugs out. Very unfortunate. So you can't track people. Second issue with that, just to make it more spicy, the payout sucks. You make like 75,000. Like you get a bonus, that's nice, but you risk level 10 if you get caught. Kind of depressing. People, money ain't everything. It's a fun as hell skill, but the risk reward is kind of high because you can fuck up, you get 10 stars. Third thing, to at least make it nobody knows what the fuck it does, because people like to just get away. It's cops and robbers. People want to make the grand escape, and if people got a T20 that they bought from the dealership for over $150,000, they don't want to abandon that shit.
True.
So it's understandable, especially if they modify it, make it bulletproof tires, nitro. They're looking at losing over $200,000 just to lose the cops, which they could probably do in their supercar as long as they're not being chased by another supercar.
And is it right that you can only use like a van for Disappear, right?
So You can use a helicopter. There's like a couple 4-doors you can use. It's a fun skill. I highly recommend people give it a shot. You can vanish yourself if you just want to be renegade, bandito, getaway. But in order to improve that skill, because I'm one of the few motherfuckers that'll actually play that skill, I advise tying it to like the courier missions. No, like old school CNR. You remember the Migra? You could tie it to that to make money. I mean, there's options. Like I know there's talk of adding businesses, so you could have skills that tie and benefit businesses in the future. It just depends on where the devs want to go, what's feasible. I mean, that can be tied. Like you can merge Disappear and Driver together. Make the courier, because I know when people think Driver or Wheelman, they think Need for Speed type of shits.
It's a good idea, actually. Disappear and Driver. Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah, just merge the shit together, and like that way you can. Right now, it's kind of in between for Vanisher and Kidnapping, which Kidnapping needs a lot of work, in my opinion. Get rid of it because it's really underbaked and it's just weird. There isn't a place to drop them off. Like Rashawn, you remember the old school Kidnapping buses?
Hideout, yeah.
That's not a
the point.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Sorry, I'm ranting or rambling.
Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. A lot of content right here.
Yeah. Shit. What else? You can't also vanish groups. That is the one thing that makes me super sad about the Disappear, because sometimes you get groups of people together, 2, 3, want to vanish their friend. You can only vanish one person. The other person will get yeeted out of the helicopter. Personally, I find that funny as hell, but you can see where that's problematic because people want to be with their friends.
I do like the idea, because I remember I was going to bring this up. In Vice City Stories, there's a taxi mission, obviously, like in others, but the difference is in that there's a chance, a small chance, where you can take a fare, they can go rob someplace, they come back, you get a 2-star wanted level, and then you have to lose your wanted level and then drop them off. I think something like that can be a really good thing when it comes to the idea of combining Disappear and Driver, because you can have a good side, right? The Driver side is the good side, or the Disappear getaway side, which is the bad side, or the nightlife side, or the criminal side of it. So that's a pretty interesting idea right there, honestly.
Anyway, that's the main perspective on that. As for that cop DM guy, the guy was level 10. He should have called it a Disappearer. He fucked up. That was his own dumbass fault. If he wanted to live, should have called that. But instead, you know what? He became a new advertisement for me. When I'm rocking the Disappear, you done fucked up. You thought you were Harvey Badass with 5 different cops chasing you, and you got fucked.
There's a lot of customer acquisition when it comes to Disappearer and trying to help somebody with that, because I think most people, when they turn a warrant, don't ever think about Disappearer. Like, you have to really acquire your customer as a Disappearer, you know? It's not as easy as a gun runner, where you can just run up to somebody and sell weapons.
Oh no, you have to annoy the shit out of people. You make fun of them when they get arrested or get killed. That's probably the best part of the job. You just make fun of everybody that gets fucked up, and you just call them out in name and chat. It's surprisingly effective.
And then that's how you show your services, huh?
Exactly.
How about that? But yeah, so I love the ideas you put up right here, and I think they do need to combine some of these skills here.
I just miss the old school like career missions where you could just do it wherever. The fact you have to run to a singular point, run all the way out to the sticks every time. It's just inconvenient, and again, people would rather just do other things.
Yeah, me too. I think they should add a courier mission, like, because I think there would be people that just would want to chill. I think Movie Maker also had the idea that there should be some more legal jobs, and I think courier would be perfect, because I think there'd be a lot of people that just would want to chill, drive out to Blaine County, pick something up, and bring it back without needing to have the fear of a wanted level. So I think that's especially with how smuggling is not very good when it comes to reward per unit of effort that is associated with it. I think a courier mission would be good.
It doesn't just have to be money. Like if they ever do add like legal businesses, like they can tie courier missions into that. I don't know. Like I said, they have free reign to go as far as in depth as they want and feel up for programming. This is me putting my tinfoil hat, shooting out everything.
Exactly. I think some of the things that we suggest is not feasible, but I still think it's a very good thing to put out there in case it is. So
That's why I wear the tinfoil hat. Anyway, good luck with the show,
right.
man.
All right, thanks, Zola. Great content. I forgot to ask anyone else if they had any opinion about the Cop DM video. So, if anyone else,
We have only one clip today.
we only have one clip today because
okay.
it's the pilot episode of the segment. So, if anyone has any more opinions of the Cop DM or is this Cop DM clip, then raise your hand as we go into agree or Reeee. Candy At just said it wasn't Comp DM, dead is dead like always. I think it's me. Probably me. But anyway, it's time to get very fair enough. Time to get to agree or Reeee. Hendrik, hopefully my tablet is on.
Hopefully I can understand.
It is. I think you will understand. Let me just get the
Cool.
thing up here. First, agree or Reeee, Hendrik. Allow all players to have an option to become a taxi driver with /taxi. Ducati suggestion. Agree or Reeee?
All? Like everything?
All. So just remove the damn skill and let everybody be able to go on duty as a taxi driver if they want
Even
to.
cops?
No. No, not cops. My bad.
Well, you said all, so
Oh, well,
I'm thinking
okay.
all.
All right. I meant any civilians, please. I'll put that on the video. Civilians.
I'm
yes.
gonna say agree. I've seen
Say agree to that?
I've seen the discussion regarding this, and I understand the point.
Mm-hmm. So say agree to that. I'll say agree as well. It's kind of funny. I remember when the driver skill was taken out in the Crazy Bobs, and people were kind of sad about it a little bit. But you bring it back here in NG and nobody uses that shit. But again, in a place where it's pretty easy to get a car relatively, it's no surprise that a point A to B driver skill doesn't really work. So I'll say agree to that. It's a good suggestion by Ducati. So I suppose that would be a good suggestion if the roundtable or what comes out of the roundtable does not work or whatever the fuck it is. So definitely agree to that.
It's really not used.
Not
skill
used at
anyway.
all.
Yeah, pretty much. You never see the green name, really.
How many people in game right now are a driver? Okay, Druxy is. Saya Casey is a driver. That's two people. Oh, that's what it'd be. Next to Reeee, Hendrik. Remove the Combat MG again by Pat Murik. Agree or Reeee?
I haven't played yet too much to see how it is, but I guess it's pretty similar how it used to be, and it was a good decision to remove it. So I'm gonna say agree. Do it. We have plenty of weapons, other weapons we can use.
True. I'm gonna say agree to that. I think the way that they've re-added Combat MG and the MG is actually perfect. Its usage rate is not as high as a lot of these other assault rifles. You see it being used once in a while, but not everybody has it. But whenever somebody does have it, it's kind of a they wreak havoc type of thing. So I think its usage rate is well within the range where it's perfect. But I still don't like it being in the server, honestly. So I'm going to say agree to that. I think, as you said, I think assault rifles, even though they kind of are the meta, I think they should be the full meta on some communist shit. I understand that the combat MG is more expensive. Now, I would be open to the MG staying, because it is a 54 bullets. What is it? Magazine? Clip magazine. I have no idea what word it is, but 54 round magazine. I think keeping the MG may make sense, but or as long as there's no extended clip, I suppose. But I think the combat MGs can go, so I'll say agree to that. Next agree, Reeee, Hendrik, add a new heist at the Davis Quartz in, I was going to say Blaine County. Agree or Reeee by Pat Mutic.
Wait, where is that?
You know where the Davis Quartz is?
No idea.
Okay. Well, hold on. St. Peter said 100 with extended. That's the combat MG, right? I think the MG is 54 with. Yeah, 100 with extended. Yeah, true. That may be fine for the MG, but the Davis Quartz, Davis Quartz, actually. Oh, it is well north of the Palmer Taylor power station. It is southeast of Sandy Shores. It's east of the Sandy Shores airstrip. It's that little track.
If you want to add another place, people can rob in peace. Yeah, sure.
Rob in peace?
Yeah, but I think we are still at the pace where we need to be looking for more action to fill the city. Like, I've seen sometimes the bonus robbing places out of the town, and it's pretty much always easy rob for anyone who's gonna try it. So I'm not really. I'm gonna say Reeee, because, well, even the power plant is pretty far away.
Effing normies Reeee.
But it's on the limit. It's fine, but
I think it's too far.
I don't know. Like, no one is gonna patrol. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna say Reeee.
You say you did that one?
Effing
Yes.
normies Reeee.
Well, I suppose I may. Well, I mean, it is kind of far. I'll never say Reeee to new robbing locations. I'll say agree, but you may have a point that it's quite far. It may not get the Mission Row PD cops off their ass, but still, I do like the idea either way. So I'm gonna say agree to that one. Let's see. All right, so I got a PM here of someone wanting to have an agree or Reeee for their idea. Lucas's idea. This just posted in the thread chat right here because I cannot summarize it in a few words. This is the first time I've seen it. Okay, so his idea is treasure hunting. You hunt treasure in the ground, so it sounds like it's fishing, but not in water. So treasure list includes gold, silver, bronze, platinum, steel, antiques, gold coins, chromites, diamond, fossils, metal, skull, old piece of armor, and you can also get bad things like a snake, cobra, anaconda, Nicki Minaj, plague, pride diseases, maybe. You hit an old mine. You found the human hand. So, okay, so you have to buy a shovel and a treasure hunting permit. Well, it's optional. And a treasure box. You go to a place, likely in Blaine County. You type dig. 20-second cooldown. When your inventory is full, you go to a bait shop and you sell, like if you have game or fish and all that. So you got what I said, Hendrik? Is your head wrapping around this?
Too much. While I'm getting killed in the game.
Okay, so it's basically fishing, but like not on land. It's like mining, basically. So it's like the mining version of fishing. About that, what do you think about that? We read that one.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Stunning idea.
Stunning idea. I agree too. I think it's a good idea. We'll get some more action. Well, I guess not action, but we'll get some more population, I suppose, in the in Plain County areas in Great Chaparral or Sandy, Georgia, or some shit. Yeah, it's a good idea. I think so. Zolo said, tie it into the Epsilon mission running around looking at hard garbage. We already got the treasure hunt gold rush. Damn. Owned. That's what it'd be. And last degree Reeee.
One
There
more?
should be, yeah, one more. There should be, yeah, the last one was just impromptu. I just added it because Lucas gave me a second. Last degree Reeee, there should be a recently robbed timer to know when a location's robbable again. That was by Illumi. Agree or Reeee? No, no. I know you love Alumini, but Illumi. Illumi. So recently robbed timer. Agree or Reeee?
I agree. That's it's frustrating when you don't know and you keep checking the checkpoint when you don't know. Kind of same when people are waiting that they can go again, like a temp cup, I guess. I've heard, at least.
I see what you're saying there.
Agree.
You say agree with that one? I will say Reeee.
Effing normies Reeee.
Now, what you said before about timer of going back to Temcop, that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea, but for robbing, I'll say no. I'll say Reeee. Now, first of all, okay, I'm not too sure how to refute this, to be honest with you, besides to say that this sounds a bit handheld or hand-holding. But yeah, I'll just say that it's hand-holding. That's all I'll say about that. I don't think we need a recently robbed timer, honestly. If you get there too quickly, then sit there. And if you
know, man.
Yeah. No, don't need to know, man. Just go there. If you can rob it, rob it. If you can't, if you don't want to wait, go somewhere else. But if you want to wait, stay. So I will say Reeee to that. Zolo just said at the moment it has a timer, people will just do robberies on repeats. They might. I don't think there's like a line to rob a single place these days or some shit, but I'm just not too sure about that situation. That idea. Lucas said you don't sit on the spot, you can move around. Oh, that's for treasure hunting. Okay, I see this. Alright, so that was a great Reeee, ladies and gentlemen. So I've got a awesome sent. Let me just read it here.
Go on.
I'll just read it verbatim. So everybody in the audience, what do you think about this idea or this thoughts? Would y'all rather have the aiding a robbery crime in crew, or get the same crime as the person initiating the heist, like bank robbery? Does this really change anything? So, same crime. So basically, the guy who initiates the bank robbery and the person in the crew would have the same bank robbery crime, right? Is that the proposal here? Or, yeah, I think people got it, huh? So Zolo and Ducati said same crime, so they want everybody in the crew to get the bank robbery crime title, right? As far as I can figure. Anybody else got a thought about that? No, I know not everybody robs banks and all that. If some Saab robs a bank, everyone hits level 10 if they all split. I think it makes sense. If you're in the crew and the crew's robbing the bank, I suppose you're doing a bit more than just aiding, right? So, get that automatic. So that's what it'd be. Only two opinions there, but I think that could be representative. So that's what it be. That's what it is. So, yeah. Do I got anything else here? No, I don't. So that should have been do it. I did want to. Oh yeah, that's right. Anyone else want to talk? Put your hand up. About anything about the Cop DM clip or something else. But we're about to dead is dead here. But just one thing, nothing to do with NG. You know what I mean? Of course, big sports fan right here. Not an F1 fan. I know Hendrik as soon as I said sports fan.
Tomorrow, Formula 1 race.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Well,
big meme. Nice meme. Great meme. But big sports fan right here. Not a Formula 1, but I've not watched tennis in a long time. But last night was the U.S. Open. And, you know, we almost fucked it up by trying to have a sexual assault example earlier in the show. But when it comes to women's sports, a lot of the sports don't get the same cachet as some male sports, right? But women's tennis is probably the only one, or the one that leads the race in that, right? Because in order for a sport or anything to get popularity, men and women need to be a big fan of it. I heard a stats, which I don't quite believe, but could be true, is that half of American football fans or NFL fans are women, which put that in perspective. If the raw numbers correlate to the proportion, then that's good, because there are as many eyes on the sport as possible. So that's why the NFL is popular. But for women's tennis, obviously, they get paid right in line with the men and all that, as opposed to some other sports like women's soccer. I'm sure doesn't get paid like men. Women's basketball doesn't get paid like men. I don't think any of the sports are worth noting. But Serena Williams had her last match last night. She lost to I practiced this name. Alha Tomljanovic, I believe her name was. But she's 40 years old. Obviously, Father Time is undefeated. But I remember watching her as a babby, her and her sister. And women's tennis, right up there with men's tennis, as being fucking great and all that. And she's the greatest of all time. Serena Williams, fucking great. And it was a great thing that I could see her last match at 11 p.m. Because usually all these other tennis tournaments are overseas and they're at weird-ass times. So, obviously, like I said, Father Time undefeated. She's 40 years old, but followed her career since she was a babby. Since I was a babby. And whenever greats retire from sports, it feels a bit weird. But I'm sure everybody in New York who was there to see her last match must have been euphoric, because in the last game of the match, she forced 8 deuces, but she ultimately lost the game, the set, and the match. So, rip in peace to Serena Williams, but she's a fucking great tennis player, men or women. So that's what it be. Druxy said, "Give women in sports a mic." Compared to a Snip Talk Ghetto show in sports. Yes, you never know. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Zol, you're right. Female UFC is pretty damn good. Women UFC is pretty damn good. I think when it comes to comparing men's and women's sports, I think women's tennis and women's UFC is right up there as far as leveling it out. But that's what it be. Anyway, that'll been do it for the Punkery show. Very clear and concise show this time. Didn't go too far. Didn't go an hour and a half and all that. Hendrik, when is there going to be a woman in Formula 1?
When there's like enough of them, like 20.
20? I mean, we gotta get one first, man.
You know, it's separated.
Is it? Is there
I don't
is
know.
there a women's Formula One?
Isn't it in? I don't think there's yet.
Well, I'm sure there will be a snarky comment about this, but I don't think that driving is a sport that should be
Man, don't go there.
separated. Don't go there. I mean,
yeah, it's,
Danica Patrick was in IndyCar and NASCAR, right? She didn't win any NASCAR, but like, you know, it's not a physical sport, right? I mean, you can put women in Formula One.
Depends.
So,
If you're going 300 kilometers per hour in the corner in the turn, it might feel.
Hendrik, are you saying that women cannot drive at 300 kilometers per hour responsibly? Is that what you're saying to me, cocksucker?
No.
Oh, cancel your ass right the fuck now.
But,
I'm kidding. Anyway,
Until
that's...
you're not.
Huh? What's that?
Until you're not.
Oh, one more time. You're sounding drunk.
No, I'm drunk. But until you're kidding. Until you're not anymore.
True. You're right. Podcast canned, yes. I think we should stop before we get canceled. Anyway, that'll do it for the Punkery show. For Hendrik, and also Lucas and Zolo, aka Bill Rye, the Jewish guy, who came up today. This is Rashawn. Thank all of you.
Yeah.
And we will see you hopefully next Saturday on the Punkery show.
Actually, I won't be here next Saturday.
Son of a motherfucker.